Hey guys, welcome back to A Squared the podcast. It's your favorite twins,
Arianna,
and Alexandria.
and today
Today is
the 20.
Today's April 22nd. I don't know why that matters. Today we are going to be breaking down. Give me a beat. We're going to be breaking down all required competitions for pageants. So this is a part of our
pageant
how to get into pageants.
How to get into pageants, helping you find your crown, because not every crown is your crown, and that's okay. But required competitions, if you don't know what a required competition is, it's the competitions you have to do when you go to a pageant. There's two kinds of competitions, optional and required. These are the ones you have to do to be able to win whatever the title is, whatever you're competing for.
Yeah, basically.
And each system has different ones, so we're going to break that down too, of like what it is. But Taylor Ann, do you want to
Sure, I'll get it started. So 99% of pageants always have gown and interview as a required competition. There's very few that like don't do interview. I feel like everybody has gown, but there's very few that don't do interview.
If there's no gown competition, it's not a pageant.
Yeah, but so
Cancel me.
gown, it's very self-explanatory. You are in a ball gown that is appropriate to your age group, and we will be doing another video talking about
What to wear.
breakdowns and outfits, because
Yeah.
that's what we like to talk about.
But you wear a gown, usually a long one.
Mm-hmm.
But
There's not much to it. You walk on stage. You usually have a walking pattern, so just they give you like marks on the stage that you need to hit, and like a way
you
to
also
walk.
have a time limit.
Yeah, typically you have a time limit. There's not much to gown. Gown's really simple. Gown is probably honestly my favorite.
You walk.
Competition.
You wear heels too.
Unless you're in a younger division.
Yeah. Gown's honestly the most self-explanatory. And interview, you can, okay, so for interview, there's multiple ways that they do it. There's round robin, there's panel. Are there
That's
other
it.
styles?
There's
Okay,
just-
so round robin is each judge is at their own table, and you'll like go in a circle or whatever and meet with each judge. Panel is where all the judges will sit at one table and you're looking at them like you're having a business conference or something, and they'll all ask you questions there. Okay, side note, what do you prefer, round robin or panel?
Panel.
I prefer panel too.
I much rather have a long panel interview than have a short round robin. Because with round robin, it's very frustrating to me, because oftentimes judges don't communicate what questions they're asking. I one time had 5 judges, and 4 out of the 5 asked me, "So tell me about yourself."
I hate that.
And so it's like you're so repetitive, and you're just being repetitive,
And you're getting into your own
and
head.
you're getting into your own head because you're like, oh my gosh, you're not even learning anything about me. So yeah, I totally prefer
Because one thing
panel.
too, if you go into interview coaching and stuff, a lot of times too, your coach will be like, don't like continuously repeat the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
So when you go like to each judge and you have to say like the same things, I'm just like in my own head and I'm like, oh my gosh, all I've said is the same thing to every single judge. They're gonna knock me points, but they don't know what I said to the judge.
They don't know
next
what I
to
said to
them.
the judge before. But and then your interview, your time can range from 45 seconds to 10 minutes. So like National American Miss, they do a 45-second round robin interview.
I think it's actually
I
like
think they made it 60 seconds now.
I think it's actually a minute and a half, but they count you walking to the table, sitting down each time in that time. So it's really like 45 seconds.
Really? I don't know. I think they might have changed it to a minute. I think Nationals is the one that's the minute and a half, and state is
State's
a
a
minute.
minute. Something like that.
I don't know. It's not.
I hate it so much.
It's not very long, because like you kind of think to yourself, oh my gosh, like sitting and talking to somebody for a minute, like that like feels like it's gonna be forever while you're doing interview coaching. No, like when you're in like this thing and you literally sit down, you answer like maybe 2 questions, and you get up and you're gone.
Maybe 2.
And then
2 if like the first question they ask you is like a really easy like short answer question.
Mm-hmm.
But other than that, you're getting 1.
Yeah, and then like Miss America does a 10-minute panel style interview.
10 minutes to me seems a little too long. I've also never competed in the America system, probably won't.
We were just talking before we started filming about like the lengths and stuff, and Arianna was like, would you much rather do like a long interview or like, and I was like, I much rather do a 10-minute interview, and Jacqueline was like, yeah, 10-minute interview. Because Jacqueline's done Miss America, and Arianna's like, I much rather just do a 7-minute interview. 10 seems too long.
7 seems good. I just feel like 10, not that you would have stuff to like like you would run out of stuff to talk about, especially like pageant girls.
You know,
I feel like we create like such long lists about ourselves so that anytime someone talks to us, we have like, here's all 586 things I've ever done in my entire life.
I one time was doing a panel style. No, not panel. It was round robin. I think it was at IJM the last time I competed there. And the judge just stopped asking me questions. And it was like a 5-minute interview.
Yeah.
And I just kind of sat there in like silence and was like, that's going to ask me something else.
A lot of times with like interview being that long, you typically, most pageants will have like a closing statement. So you're really only interviewing like volunteer, like Mississippi volunteer, for example. You have about an 8.5 minute interview, and then you have about 90 seconds to finish the question or give like a closing statement. So it's not.
Another thing I hate is closing
Well,
statements.
so like closing
but that's
statements.
another note.
I've actually never done a pageant that has a closing
yes,
statement.
you have. Collegiate America.
Yeah, but they never asked me for my closing statement.
They asked me for a closing statement last time I competed.
That's
I was
just,
like,
That's just pretty much like your
know.
like what you want to do with the title in case I didn't ask you that. Just like kind of wrap up, be like, yeah, like this is what I want to do, correct?
Yeah, I kind of think of it more as like your elevator pitch.
Yeah, okay.
So if typically, like if I were like coaching, right, I would actually give a person like 2 closing statements, because if you already talked about why you should be the title holder, it's kind of redundant to say it again.
Yeah.
So yeah, but basically either if you say like why you deserve to win the title, or you know want to win, or what you're gonna do, or kind of have your elevator pitch ready.
So,
I hate closing statement.
so that is gown and interview. Our next is fun fashion and or runway. It can be called either.
It's called
depending on the
either.
system.
It's the same thing. So again, you'll be given a walking pattern. This is usually an outfit of like that showcases your personality. So when I do mine, I do something a little more higher fashion looking, edgier.
Yeah, so you get to walk to much more fun, upbeat music. You have a walking pattern. A lot of times this is when you will see girls wearing the like capes and the like sparkly cocktails with all the fringe and, you know, all that we talked about in our pageant hot takes episode.
It's really fun, easy.
I love fun fashion. It's fun to do.
I like fun fashion if I don't have a cape.
Same. If I have a cape, I mess myself up hard.
I hate capes. Sorry. It's really easy again. You're basically doing what you did for gown. Time limit.
A lot of times the walking pattern is the same for gown.
Mm-hmm.
Or maybe they'll add like an extra turn in or something.
I'm trying to think if there's like a system I've done that has fun fashion that has been different from gown. I don't think there.
Like a different walking pattern?
Yeah.
When I did IJM the first year, it was different.
Oh. Well, then they changed it to the same, didn't they?
Wait,
no,
maybe.
it was
they didn't.
different.
No, because you like walked to the corner of the stage and
then
did that
you went
whole thing.
around, but you couldn't stop here. And then gown, it was you go down.
A lot of times they tend to be the same. But
Yeah.
if it's not, that's not a big deal. They typically have somebody standing on the bottom of the stage like directing you in case you get lost.
Also, they do rehearsals. During the week, you'll go to rehearsals, just so you guys know that they're not throwing you out there without any help or whatsoever. They do rehearsals they'll schedule rehearsals during the week or weekend, whatever. It's be like, here's what you do for gown, here's what you do for fun fashion, and then they'll have you like mark it. You'll all get in a line and mark.
Oh my gosh, I can't stop yawning.
Oh, is she tired?
I'm sleepy.
Okay, next is personal intro. Do you want to talk about personal intro?
I can give you my personal intro. Your personal intro is going to sound... No, hang on. I actually don't think I remember mine. Oh my gosh, wait, I need it. Every dream begins with a single step, or in my case, a single flight. From navigating the skies to life's challenges, I believe courage, passion, and purpose can take you anywhere. A student at Murfreesboro Aviation and working towards my flight instructor certification, my dream is to fly for Delta Airlines. Oh gosh, I don't remember the last bit. That's the part I forgot at Nationals. I actually forgot part of my personal intro. I don't know. It said something about my dyslexia, the work that I do with dyslexia. But that is basically a little snippet of what your personal intro is going to be. I'm
not gonna lie, personal intros are kind of obnoxious.
They are. You talk in this really like obnoxious voice, kind of, and like.
And they always tell you like just talk in your normal voice. No one wants to hear me say.
So I actually
personal intro like
realized this the other day because this girl was talking about, she's like, I have a California accent, and I'm like, what the flip is a California accent? And I was reading the comments and everybody's like, people from California have no like fluctuation in their voice. They're very flat when they talk. And like as I've been like editing YouTube videos or like listening to just like me talk and stuff, I'm like, oh my gosh, I literally like am so monotoned constantly. And that's like people are always like, I can't tell how you're feeling because like your voice is always just like so flat that like you can never tell. And I'm just like,
Is that how people know I'm from California that easy?
maybe.
Probably. You guys definitely, like, you're not from here.
No, I'm
Yeah,
definitely
no,
I
we're
don't
not
know
from here.
I don't know if I sound like I'm from here.
You don't sound like you're from Tennessee at all.
Yeah.
No.
Well, sometimes I get country. When
Sometimes
I'm
you
tired.
have a little twang.
When I'm tired, she comes out. Old Sally.
Yeah, so personal intro, you pretty much, it's usually 30 seconds to a minute you have.
Yeah. If you do NAM, 30 seconds at state, a minute at nationals, and then NAM has requirements of your name, where you're from,
And your
and
age.
what you want to be when you grow older, what you do now. Just a fun fact about you, but they tell you like your job or whatever.
Yeah.
Um,
And your age. You have to say your age.
I think you don't have to say
thought
your
you had to
age.
say
It's
your
3
age.
things.
I don't know. Somebody was beefing with me the other day, and they're like, "You didn't say your age in your intro." I was like, "I don't think."
Beefing with my chick while I'm in jail.
Beefing with my chick while I'm in jail.
I hate personal intro. My least favorite competition in the entire week. If I'm at NAM,
I have to do one at Rim too.
state or nationals, and guys, when
Oh my gosh.
if I'm doing personal intro, don't talk to me.
Let me take y'all back a couple months.
Don't talk to me before like the whole. I think my personal intro this year was at was it early or late? I think it was really late this year. Don't talk to me.
Don't talk to her the week prior. Let's go back to Thanksgiving, guys. So if you don't know, NAM is over Thanksgiving week. And so personal intros typically are on Friday for the Miss Division. So we are,
Saturday.
oh, Saturday? Whatever.
It's
We
usually Friday or
are
Saturday.
having our jolly little time. We're eating our stuffing. We actually were at a
didn't have
steakhouse.
stuffing.
I ate stuffing. They had stuffing. I have a picture of it. Don't play with me. I don't mess around with my stuffing. We were eating our stuffing and our cranberry sauce, but we were at a Brazilian steakhouse, so we were also eating Brazilian food. And at the other end of the table, oh my gosh, there's a war zone down there. My mom, dad, and grandma are all yelling at Arianna because she's flipping out over her personal intro. And I'm 90% sure my grandpa turned off his hearing aids. He would my grandparents watched this too. Hi, grandma, grandpa. They literally were just my grandpa was just
Okay, it's not necessarily that mom, grandma, and dad were dad was yelling at me.
they weren't necessarily yelling at you. You were just so worked up and in a tizzy.
Well,
that
I
they were
was
trying to
worked
get you
up
calmed
about
down.
it because I kept going over no matter how much I cut out. I was always over. And guys, my biggest fear is the stupid bell from NAM. My grandmother was confused about what my issue was. So I was trying to explain it to her, but my dad's not understanding that my grandmother's confused and that I'm explaining it to her. So he's yelling at me.
It's our dad's mom, by the way.
Yeah. He's yelling at me for continuously talking about what my issue was. And I was like, I'm trying to explain it to Grammy. And he's like, stop. And then my mom's like, Henry.
Well, and then I have this thing where I like to take videos of Arianna while she's crying. So I'm taking a video of Arianna.
Also, I never look at Lexi. I can always feel the presence of her stupid camera when I'm crying. And she gets in more trouble.
Crying, and I think, was I sitting right next to you? I don't know. I remember you.
You were all the way down at the end of the table.
Well, Grammy was across from me. She was yelling across the table at you or whatever. And cause none of y'all were sitting next to each other.
Because it was Dad, Grammy, Grampy, me, Mom, you, Sarah.
No, Dad, Grammy was right in front of me because I remember peer pressuring her into trying the plantains. However the sitting arrangement doesn't matter.
I was getting yelled at.
I was taking videos of Arianna. I took a video of her. She was, stop recording me. And in the background of it, you hear my mom go, Alexandria. Dude, the video cut right there. It was done. And you're you need to stop. You need to leave.
No, guys, you don't know how many videos of I cry. I'm a crier. What can I say? It's Mom, can you grab me a tissue? My eyes watering so bad.
I have
Oh my god. Guys,
Oh
I
my
got an eye infection. I'm of a grown woman with an eye infection.
Okay, we're getting really off track here. So yes, personal intro. You have 30 to 60 seconds.
That's what we were talking about.
You have 30 to 60 seconds to like
Tell the judges about
tell the judges about yourself. You usually have it pre-written. It's really simple. Just look at your system in their handbooks and stuff. They'll often tell you requirements.
And then you can hire a coach to write it for you. I don't honestly know that many girls that write their own personal intro.
Yeah, Jacqueline writes ours because I can't do one. Okay, next is swimsuit. So typically, Miss divisions are only the ones that do swimsuit. I don't
know a single system.
I've never seen a system that requires teen to do swimsuit, but I know a lot of systems you can do an optional swimsuit as a teen.
But swimsuit, Lexi's never done swimsuit, so she doesn't know anything about it. It's literally the same as gown and fun fashion. You're in a swimsuit. Usually a system will tell you what color swimsuit you have to wear though. Not a lot of systems like let you free willingly pick your swimsuit. Like when I did Miss USA, I had to find a gold swimsuit.
I think like Crown Above, they make their girls wear black.
Most places do black. If you go to like USA, like the big one, they give you a swimsuit.
They have a sponsor.
They have sponsor swimsuits. But it's the same as gown and fun fashion. They give you a walking pattern. You strut your little butt up there. You look sexy. You look hot. You let the wind blow in your hair.
Don't forget your toupee glue.
Don't forget it. Glue down your pants.
Nobody wants to see your booty cheeks completely out. Don't forget your toupee glue.
Toupee glue?
Yes, toupee glue is stronger than butt glue.
I don't want it sticking to my dress though. I don't think I tried gluing it, but it wouldn't stick and I gave up. Swimsuit's easy. It's easy if you believe in yourself and you're confident in yourself. I will say that because if you're insecure, you're really going to hate it. It's also very cold on stage in swimsuit.
Okay, then the next is fitness. I love fitness. That's typically your teens do fitness. The only system that I am aware of that is a required competition for Miss to do fitness is Miss America. They do fitness for teen and Miss now.
I am the international fitness winner of NAM Miss.
Child, anyways, so fitness, it's super easy. A lot of times, they typically give you like, because I know for when I did USA the last year, it was like you needed like a neon pink, yellow, or blue top, and then you needed black bottoms.
Wait, no, I thought last year was any shade of pink.
Oh, you're right. Last year's any shade of pink. The first year was the
blue.
Neon colors. So yeah, they'll tell you like what color top to wear, and then you typically will wear like black bottoms with it. Sometimes they just give you free reign. Like I don't know what the requirements for Miss Volunteer America Teen, but
Miss America, you have a specific.
Yeah, they give you Rebel sponsor them, and they give you, or you don't.
I think you have to buy it. Actually,
yeah, you have to buy it, but they have like specific stuff that you have to buy for it. And then, yeah, for volunteer, I saw like some girls wearing skirts, so I don't know what their requirements are, but I thought that was really cute.
Do you know, Jacqueline?
Yeah, volunteer. I think Futures 5-Star does their athletic wear, but like for like Tennessee, for example, I'm not sure which like how each state works, but like Tennessee was like black bottoms and like a blue top. You could wear like a skirt or a. But for nationals, they do also have a sponsor for the fitness.
Okay. So yeah, a lot of times they just have a sponsor and for fitness and swimsuit, and they typically give you a dress code. Everything else you can pick yourself. Yeah. Swimsuit and fitness you typically don't get to. Wait, is volunteer the one that they make you do interview in jeans and a t-shirt?
What?
Which one is that?
I think that's county fair.
Yeah, I don't know of one that makes you do jeans
county
and
fair
a t-shirt.
makes you do it in jeans and a t-shirt.
Is it Ferris to Fair?
Yeah.
Ferris to the fair. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. What is it?
Sorry.
Yeah. Be sorry.
And then like elementary makes the little girls wear like a t-shirt.
They have to wear that like
shorts.
red shirt with
And
their shorts.
Yeah.
Which low key, I would be upset if I had to go and interview in a t-shirt. I always feel like a business baddie when I'm in my little Ashley Loren custom suit and I'm in my so-cates. I'm like, period, let's talk.
Okay, and our next area of competition is talent. Neither of us have competed in talent. I'm actually competing in talent for the first time this summer. I'm doing tap. But
I'm talentless.
Talent is like, you're not talentless. Okay, well, you are. But talent is sometimes hard because if you're like me who like races motorcycles and like does that type of stuff, that's kind of hard to bring on the stage. Luckily, I do know how to tap, and I was a dancer for a long time, so I am tapping for my talent. But a lot of times girls typically sing, tap, play an instrument. I know you could do like the Her Story with Miss America, and you can give like a monologue.
I think, doesn't volunteer have something like that too?
I think so. Maybe
Where you
I
like
think,
talk about your thing.
I saw some girls doing like a cycle instructing.
Yeah, I was
class
just about to say that.
on her.
Some people have
talent.
some really cool talents, actually.
They do.
One year at NAMM, some girls doing some
Yes.
hoverboard dancing.
I was just about to talk about that.
I feel like everyone like tap dances and sings now, plays the piano.
I should play my harmonica.
Nope.
Oh yeah,
Bro,
the opera
I want to learn
singers.
how to sing opera so bad. I really want to be on Broadway, actually.
Oh, here we go again.
Guys, I think I've posted about this like at least once a week on my private story on Snapchat about how I want to be on Broadway in some capacity. Right now, I want to be in the musical Heathers.
Child, anyways,
Veronica Sawyer.
bro, I'd like you would be in Hamilton.
Have you even seen Hamilton?
No. I don't know. The music sometimes kind of groovy.
I really want to be in the Book of Mormon.
Ooh, you know, I'd
But
like
I'm a
to be
woman.
in Kinky Boots, but I only want to be the main character.
You can't be.
Well, I know, because I'm a girl.
Yeah. See, all the good roles are for men. I'd love to be JD and Heathers. I'll settle for Veronica.
Okay, child. Anyways.
Wow.
So yeah, talent, really easy. Just bring your talent. As long as it's presentable to be on stage, you can do it. And then last, but yeah, this is last.
Is this last?
This is last.
Also, we're sorry if we forgot any of your required comments. We're kind of tired.
On stage question. It's pretty self-explanatory. You answer a question on stage. Sometimes it's for a top 5 if it's during your finale. Sometimes if it's like Miss America, you
Have a required one question about your resume
and you answer it on
competition
stage.
thing. Yeah.
So it's really easy. They just ask you a question about yourself, and they're like, "Yo, Arianna, tell us how you got forklift certified."
I really wanted to make myself more interesting because I felt like my resume wasn't good enough and I felt like I needed more fun facts. So I looked up how to get forklift certified. I went to OSHA's website. They had a class I could take. So I took the class and now I'm forklift certified until 2027, in which I will have to renew my license.
Would you really answer the question like that?
I've never had a judge ask. So I did that because for a while, whenever I was doing interview, I would get like, what's a fun fact about you that's not on your resume?
I can make balloon animals. That's mine. I can make balloon animals.
Yeah, I don't know how I would answer my how I would actually talk about being forklift certified, but genuinely that's like what I wanted to be more interesting because I felt like my resume wasn't good enough.
Interesting. But yeah, so it's just, they just ask you super easy peasy, quick, simple questions
Honestly,
about yourself.
required competitions are very self-explanatory. You know,
And typically, you're not going to do a pageant where you have to do all of those. Usually,
if
like
you
3.
are doing a pageant that has all of those, first of all,
Can you tell me what it is? Because I kind of want to do that.
hit my line. We can't talk here. Email me. I want to do it. So Lexi and I are actually going to start our
We're
own
going to start our own
system.
pageant, and you have to do gown, interview, personal intro, swimsuit, and fitness, and talent, and answer a question, even if you're not in the top 5. Guys, if you do that pageant, let us know. Drop in the comments. We'll get on the work.
Yeah.
Right? The Miss Olympics. Wait, that's probably trademarked.
Miss Olympics?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Miss Pageant Olympics. I don't know. We'll figure it
Miss
out. Guys.
Scholarship Olympics. I don't know.
We'll figure it out, guys.
These dang fitness pageants. Whatever.
But yeah, so that's it. That's all you need to know for your required competitions. We will break down what optional competitions are in a later episode.
Yeah, and then we'll also tell you what to wear, like actual in-depth detail about like what you should wear for all of your competitions. We'll do that as one whole episode because some stuff's really self-explanatory, like swimsuit. You wear a swimsuit. Okay. See you next week.
Oh my gosh!
Lex-
Arianna, where can they find you on social media?
You can find me block.
Right?
My Instagram, TikTok, social medias, forms is official Arianna Ford. And then Alexandria's is Alexandria Ford _official. Did I say an underscore in my username? I don't think There is one. And then the podcast is A Square the Podcast on all forms of social media.
So I am Alexandria _official on every single form of social media you could possibly think of, except for Pinterest.
Are you plugging your Pinterest?
No, I don't post on Pinterest anymore.
We're going to have a discussion about this later. Okay. Bye. Sorry.
Arianna.
What? I said the podcast already.
I know, but you're... Bye. Like, you know how Ross and Friends, he's like, hi. That's what your bye was just giving.
Guys, my eye is dripping
Nobody
fluid.
cares. All right, guys. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And drop in the comments if you want to be my new co-host, because mine is being a loser, lame-o wannabe
Your name has
today.
to start with an A, though.
Yeah. We can always change your name. That's fine.
Okay. See you guys next week.
Bye.
Oh, my God, my eye.